Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Andhika Dwi Sakti and I'm from NK2 2018, and I'm going to present a non-fiction article. The title is A Research-Based Evidence of the Effect of Graphic Organizer on the Understanding of Prose Fiction in ESL Classroom by Emmanuel Uba and friends. Abstract. Graphic organizers are fast becoming acceptable standard instructional tools across subjects in the education arena globally. However, this visual representation of information is yet to be recognized and integrated into the teaching methods in Nigerian schools. This study, therefore, presents a research-based investigation of the usefulness of GOs in the appreciation of prose literature in Nigeria, with a view to foregrounding their use in Nigerian schools. Introduction. In its recent poll, Noel Polls 2016, one asserts that most Nigerians were of the opinion that the English language is declining in Nigeria. This study is set to achieve two main objectives, which are to ascertain the perception of literature and English teachers and students of the role of GOs in improving teaching and learning of prose, and to find out whether the performance of students taught with GOs would be better than those students taught without GOs. To this end, the authors hypothesize that senior secondary school students in Nigeria who are taught with GOs in prose literature in English do not perform better in prose and comprehension tests than their counterparts who are not taught with GOs. Graphic organizers and learning, also known as cognitive maps or content webs or concept maps. Graphic organizers are visual and kinetic display of information designed for the benefit of all classes of learners. They are drawings that use geometric shapes or tables to show the relations between various pieces of information. There are several types of graphic organizers explained by many scholars. Some of them are attribute chart, story map, main idea and detail chart, cause and effect diagram, Venn diagram, flow diagram, sequence chart, concept map, big question map, circle organizer, discussion map, and so forth. Method. Research design. This current study employs a transversal study design carried out chiefly through observation and analysis of the data collected from a sample comprising 100 senior secondary school students. Participants. The research participants were 100 senior secondary students from 4 private secondary schools in Ife Central Local Government, Osun State, Nigeria. Instruments. 3 main instruments were used during the study. The first instrument was a graphic observation checklist comprising 7 graphic organizers. The second instrument constituted 4 unseen prose passages and that were administered to the subjects to ascertain their key elements in literature and English prose text. The third instrument was a structured classroom interaction observation schedule. Procedure. All the literature and English teachers in GBS were trained by the researchers for a period of 3 weeks on A. How to use the checklist to identify and use graphics in their literature and English lessons. After the training, their performances were evaluated by the researchers. B. how to fill the sections of the structured classroom interaction observation schedule that were applicable to them. The pretest. Before the treatment, all the 100 participating students answered 30 objective questions from 2 unseen prose texts and 2 comprehension passages. Treatment. All the participating schools had 2 literature in English teachers, one for secondary students and the other for the junior classes. Post-test. Another set of 30 objective questions from 2 unseen prose texts and 2 comprehension passages were presented to all the participants in both GBS and NGBS. Data analysis. There was no relationship between the scores on the test variables, not outliers, and the size of the sample was moderate enough that a slight violation of normality might still yield accurate p-values. Result and discussion. As for the classroom atmosphere in the prose classes, it was discovered that in the GBS classrooms, majority of the students demonstrated interest in the activities going on in the classroom, and most of them actively participated in discussion that emanated from the text studied. However, interpersonal interactions with the participant revealed that the good performance of the students in GBS was not directly as a result of the teachers' use of graphic organizers in the lesson. Rather, the graphic organizers made the lesson more interesting and engaging for the learners, who in turn became more enthusiastic in the whole learning process. Limitation or recommendations. One important limitation of the current study is that all the subjects were drawn for One important limitation of the current study is that all the subjects were drawn from the same local government area in southwest Nigeria. Second, the pre-test and post-test questions were solely objective. The author therefore recommend that further research be conducted with subjective assessment format. Conclusion. The authors of this study are not, however, saying that GOs are the best methods in improving teaching and learning of prose literature in Nigeria. Rather, their position is that incorporating GOs in school will enhance the quality of literature instruction in Nigerian schools. So that's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.